Ever heard of a killer? I drop bombs like Hiroshima.
Somebody said, look at LeakYou video. What the fuck is LeakYou? Is it like a site? What's LeakYou? LeakYou. Is it a YouTube channel? Oh, shit. Oh, all right, bet. Here we go.
Please hit the like. Thank you.
One, two, three, four.
Kill zone. Hysterical beat down. All overdue. Crazy claims to be righteous, but he moves wicked. Fake Hebrew Israelite with a child porn addiction. Dizzy and Drizzy with a child porn addiction. Drizzy, you're in the process. Ronald Savage, you better say your prayers. Chinese, we don't play nice. On the field of rap battles, we roll the dice, we roll the dice. Khalil money on your head, spitting fire and truth. Busy preaching lies, piss stain with the boot. Wizzy the crackhead with no teeth to explain. Working for food stamps, a goddamn shame. Leak you on your head, dropping knowledge and facts. Damn dude, till up a nation got our backs. Ronald Savage, dirty, dark and disgusted. No doubt, the Kill Zone crew here to take you out. Ham Bloom stepping up, bringing the heat. Busy left the dead in these YouTube streets. Ronald Savage, you're a sorry excuse for a man. You ain't no survivor, you just went down on ban. The Kill Zone crew, reppin' strong and true. Busy G, Busy, and Ronald Savage. We see through you, Jamie, and the team. United we stand on the mic, in the spotlight, we command.
Another one bites the dust. Man, listen. That's actually a really good little jam right there. Jesus, what is this? Hold on a sec. Something just, ooh. You all. I'm coming through to talk about this absolutely insane story that's been, going on for about 10 days now. Amora Lex, right? And she went viral. I want to say it was like May 4th or something, May 3rd or 4th or something like that. She makes a video on Facebook. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you all, a lot of this stuff leading up to this Nique at Night interview that she did, which led to murder allegations. And then, the mother of a former baby daddy who passed away, She ended up on Nique at Night's platform last night trying to do an interview, but it was quite scuttled. It was kind of all over the place. I don't, and I think, well, I have a lot of opinions of what I think, but I will say this, that you need to allow, when you go up on someone's platform, especially someone that's seasoned, who's been in this game, who's done interviews for years, and I'm talking about Nique at Night, you allow her to lead, right? Instead, mom was trying to lead this conversation. And my thing is, if, what are you there for if you're not looking for assistance, from Nique at Night? What are you even there for? If you continue to do things your way, right? Obviously, doing things your way has not gotten this story out the way you've wanted to get it out. So anyway, you have to allow the platform owner to lead the conversation. You're on their platform, and it was very painful listening to mom. And it just got to the point where Nique at Night was just out, just listen, mom, stop, just stop. It was crazy. And see, that's, I want to be real careful about even that, because really we don't need to lose sight of the actual story here. And the actual story being Amora Lex, this woman essentially walking into a firehouse in the middle of the night, wanting to give up all 5 of her children. They called the cops. The cops took her down to the CPS building. And now that she's kid-free, Amora Lex is on a campaign of doing radio interviews and interviews with YouTubers, and it's actually quite disgusting. And then it dropped a song even, okay? Dropped a song, and I'll tell you, Amora, your future is definitely not rapping. It's definitely not. I think a lot of people who are like, oh, Amora, she took the kids and didn't kill them, and she took them to CPS. And y'all fell for the okie doke then. Y'all fell for some bullshit, because I don't give a damn what anybody says. You ask me, would I kill for my kids? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's not even a question. My kid's life in danger, I'm going to absolutely kill for my children. And I'm speaking to that viral trending video, right, where they were asking mothers, would you kill for your child? And they're sitting up there talking about no. And I'm like, what? Right. But, you will do anything for your kids. And all I hear is like a bunch of excuses coming out of Miss Amora Lex's mouth. And me, being a woman that raised 3 kids and had my first one at 15, all right, all 3 by 21. I managed to get my career and get financially stable and all that type of shit with my kids with me. But her reasoning, Amora's reasoning, is that she's overwhelmed and she needs to get that money and she can't do it. It's like basically she's saying that the children are in her way. Okay. The children are in her way. So she, of course, like everybody else these days, decides that she's going to, go live on Facebook. She's going to go live on Facebook. And she's going to tell the world her story. But like I was saying, a lot of people, I'm hearing y'all, trying to give this lady a break. And it's like, are you aware of like all of the some of the previous video footage of this woman? I mean, when you really sit there and listen to her talk, right, about her children and why she needs to give them up, blah, 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 you really can't see through her nonsense, because I seen right through it immediately. And I do mean it immediately. Now, this video has made its way up, and I'm going to play this first because it's like, okay, for all of those that are like, oh, at least she took the children to CPS. She didn't murder them. Yeah, that's wonderful, right? That's great. Okay. But Amora has 5 children. When she was pregnant with kid number 3, this happened. And she still had more kids. So again, it kind of takes and then when you see her actions now, it takes that whole like empathy, sympathy route completely. It's just, nah, there is none. There is none.
Okay, here you go. Hold on. Okay. Say it again.
You can have this fucking baby. I don't want it.
You don't care about it?
Nope, I don't. You can
want to
have
kill
it. You can have the fucking
baby.
baby.
You want to kill it?
I sure the fuck do. You can have this baby. You can take it to the court. I don't give a fuck. There you
How
go.
many months pregnant are you?
You got your 5 months. You got the video. Now leave me the fuck alone.
Wow.
Of course, a couple that puts everything online. This kind of shit is to be expected, right? That shit shouldn't even be it should have never even been posted. But that young man in this video, Alex, is the baby daddy that Amora Lex is being accused of unaliving, of poisoning. There is a video that is surfaced of her own son talking about her poisoning this man and killing him.
Okay, here you go. Okay, here you go. Hold on. Okay. Say it again.
You can have this fucking baby. I don't want it.
You don't care about it?
Nope, I don't. You can
want
have
to kill
it. You can have the fucking
baby.
baby.
You want to kill it?
I sure the fuck do. You can have this baby. You can take it to the court. I don't give a fuck. There you
How
go.
many months pregnant are
You
you?
got your 5 months. You got the video. Now leave me the fuck alone.
Wow.
That was what, 4 years ago when this video was taken? This was 4 years ago. Again, she had additional children after, right? She had additional children. Now, before we get to, the video of her going down to CPS in the middle of the freaking night, right? 500,000 views, which, by the way, she's now selling promotional services. Okay, if there's something that you want to promote on her page, you can give her a couple dollars, make her holler. Okay. Video titled, I don't want my kids anymore. I love them, but I give up. I can only so much. I can do so much by myself. At CPS, if any of the dad's family are on my Facebook, we're at Children's Services if you want to come get them. CPS Main Street. First comment, you can support me by sending stars. Stars help me earn money to make more content. I mean, immediately after, right, these videos. Look, doing a full interview with 107.5 at 106.3. It's a joke. On my way to the studio. Who got big boy za? And where am I pulling up to? After OMM, I'm outside tonight. Yes, I'm trolling because y'all too much. Huh. I'm bored. I'm bored. Sleepy as heck. I'm bored, sleepy as heck, but figured I'd do a random Q&A before I go to bed. I'm back. My phone died. Just taking everything in before bed. Talk to me. This is the new clout chase, people. This is the new, I want to be famous in any kind of way. Let's listen to her song that she dropped after her radio interview and her videos. That honestly, these are not videos I would be proud of. I've had viral moments that I've been absolutely proud of, and viral moments I wasn't so proud of. This would be one I would definitely not be so proud of, for sure. But let's hear the rough draft, shall we?
Can't stop till I make $1 million. This coming up, shit is personal. I ain't trying to be vindictive, but I'm motivated. This the indicated message. Stay on my way and I'll clear yours. Listen, we can get some money together when you stop hating. Stop hating my phone with all that nonsense. We ain't getting money. We ain't swapping stories. Been swapping spit for a minute, but it wasn't getting me nowhere. I had to let it go.
Trash.
Sad story. Tired of niggas and them thinking I'm stupid. I'm a cash cow
This is
that they
trash.
think got shot by Cupid.
Baby, this is straight garbage.
Tell them how I really fucking feel like. Fuck your feelings, I ain't really got no time for that. I'm trying to catch these millions, I ain't getting into that. If you really want me, then you gotta show me. But it's all about money, don't hurt your feelings, just go. With the flow is being here, so
I can't even listen to any more of that. But how do any of you all expect anyone to celebrate a mother walking into, CPS and just giving up all 5 of her children? In what way is a mother who's raised children, went through all the hard times, and there was definitely some hard times, okay? I think all of us have had hard times, raising kids. It's all of the things that she expresses, right? That she's dealing with, that she's going through are normal problems that many families deal with and face on a day-to-day basis. And I'm just being real about that. But the thought of giving up their children does not cross their mind. And the fact that not only did it cross yours, but you've made it a whole reality show, I think it's fucked up. I think it's fucked up. I think it's disgusting. And no, I don't give her credit. No. I give a mother credit who actually took care of her kids and held it down through those hard times. That's the type of credit I'm going to give somebody. But no, I'm not going to salute her or give her a pat on her back because she turned them into CPS instead of killing them. No. Not when I start seeing all the rest of the stuff that comes with her. All of her attachments, so to speak. First thing she's doing out there, I'm booking shows. She's up here doing lives talking about, I'll do photo shoots. You can book me for photo shoots, and including bikini photo shoots and this and that. Why you couldn't do any of that when your kids was with you? I'm not getting this. So, we just heard her basically say she didn't want the child, right? While she was pregnant with the child, she again turned around and had more after that. But the first thing these people do now is turn their phones on and go live because they got to put it all out there, right? We got to make sure we do this in front of the world. With no thought to how it affects those in their lives. This is disgusting. No, there's nothing to be. That's my opinion of it. Some of y'all may lift her up and say, oh, I'm so glad she turned him in and all this. These kids should have been bed, not in a CPS building in the middle of the night because she's overwhelmed. Okay? Take vacation or something, right? Do things to try to become to try to reduce that feeling of being overwhelmed. Or some people just ain't cut out to be moms, period. This is sad as fuck. So no, it should not be celebrated.
I've been was at the firehouse for like 3 hours. And I was trying to figure out what to do. And then they called the cops, and then the cops came, and I talked to the cops, and then they brought us up here to Children's Services. So with that being said, before they take custody of them, does anybody want them? So yeah. I done reached out. No response, no nothing, and I'm tired, I'm over it. I let the fuck out of them, but like I said, if anybody wants to take custody of them or whatever, we are up here at Children's Services. I think she about to walk back in here.
Hey, what's your plan for tonight? We're gonna have you sit in the lobby. I gotta interview the kids. Did the police bring you in with the kids?
No, I drove. I just followed them.
Okay. And they had the kids in their car, did you?
Yeah, they had the kids and the medic with them.
Okay. So if you want to sit in the lobby, I'm going to interview them, and my supervisor's going to look for claims so we can come up with something. But currently, agency does have custody. Police gave us custody. I'll take some next year.
Mm-hmm.
When the police bring the kids in, they give us what's called law. It's emergency custody, just because they have concerns.
Yeah, because I'm overwhelmed. My health is, like I don't have no help with them at all.
So I'm going to go back and interview the kids, and right now, it's out of dependency, so it's no fault of anybody's.
Mm-hmm.
But anything can change. If somebody tells me something, it could be different. You know what I'm saying?
I have a question. I still have like clothes and stuff. Can I bring their clothes up here, or do you guys get all new clothes? Or?
It will depend. Depending on where they go.
God dang, man. She already trying to get rid like their belongings too. Like, damn. Jesus.
Don't usually take clothes from outside because of bed bug concerns and stuff.
Yeah, although I don't have none, but yeah.
Okay, I know, but
I know.
The same from foster parents.
I would feel the same.
Yeah, if you're bringing kids into your home, you're not going to always trust that.
And
if they have special things like blankets or toys, when you get assigned a caseworker, you can always work with her on that or him for that. But if you don't mind, we'll go back to the lobby. If you don't mind sitting there, or you want to sit here, it's up to you.
It really don't matter, but because this is
how you're overwhelmed.
Because I love them, and this is hard. Like, this is killing me.
Yeah.
But it's for the better. Like it's for me to get my life better and focus on my schooling, my career, my health. Number one, my health, so I don't fucking die, because I can't do shit for them if I'm dead. Yeah. I can't stop stressing if I don't have help, you know? So it's like, and it's like the dads didn't want to help me. They wanted to see me beat. I done lost everything so many fucking times. But you know what? Like I said, I'm going to come back for them. And as far as the whole foster whole thing, like, will it be open? Will I still be able to like see them, bring them gifts and stuff? Like,
what they'll do is they'll set up visitation for you, usually here at the agency or designation place, whatever the court orders, and you'll be able to see them weekly.
Okay, that's even better. That I can still see them.
Oh yeah, you'll get to see them,
and I can still provide for them, right?
Correct. You
Birthdays,
can bring gifts, and have all that. Because we're going to encourage that, because our goal is reunification, to give you the house that you need so you're not overwhelmed, and that you can, provide for your kids. I can tell that you care for them. You're just completely overwhelmed. I get that.
Yeah, because like, it's only so much I can do. I mean, I just finished my last medical class today, so it's like I just have to study for my
What school did you go to?
I'm in 2 different colleges right now.
Okay.
One is through OSU for my national medical assistant license, and then the other one I should be finished next year with my bachelor's, and that's Full Sail University for my bachelor's degree in audio production and music recording with a concentration in communication.
Okay. And what college is that?
Full
Sail. Okay, but if you want to chill back here, I just gotta go interview the kids that talk to me. I know the little ones won't be able to.
And if you ask Alex, it'll be everything from dinosaurs to Siren Head. But you'll see what I'm talking about. They're intelligent.
They seem like good kids.
They are into because they like because I told you watch documentaries and stuff, so they are into a lot of Greek mythology, and like Indian myths and folklore. So
I like Greek mythology. I'm pretty good at it.
So. Yes. So sometimes maybe you have to try to open the light or something. Maybe talk about the skin, something. Yeah. And I can say goodbye to them before I leave.
Oh yeah, I'll talk to the supervisor and see if they'll let you. I can't make that decision, but hopefully they'll let you. I'm not sure, but that'll be up to the supervisor.
And it's fine.
Because sometimes it's harder for the kids.
And I made sure I told them that earlier. I made sure I told them that there's nothing wrong, and they didn't do anything wrong, and I don't want them to think that they're not enough, because they're everything I ever wanted. They're everything I ever wanted.
And you got to hug them and stuff already, yeah.
Yeah, and I told them I'm coming back for them. I don't
Yeah.
care. Y'all, I'm telling you, respectfully from my mouth, whatever hoops you guys throw at me, no matter how you guys try to spin it, I'm coming back for my kids, and I am going to get my kids.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I can't do anything for them if I can't help myself. So, however you guys look at it, this is me taking a risk that most mothers wouldn't take, because this is killing me. This is fucking killing me.
And I do. You know.
But it's like their dads didn't want to help me. Like literally, like I don't lost everything so many times. My daughters are in 3 different therapies every week. I'm driving everywhere from literally Mansfield, Zanesville, Delaware, Clintonville, everywhere through Ohio. Sometimes actually they had an appointment in Indiana. Literally no help, no nothing. They wanted to see me fall. They wanted to see me crack. They wanted to see me break. They got that for right now, only right now, because I'm getting my kids back. And when I do, nobody's gonna hear from them. We're gonna be better than ever. This is a little setback. This is exactly how I'm gonna call it. So however you guys spin it, whatever you guys do, I'm gonna have the last laugh in the end.
For you, you can make all this do and do what you need to do for the family.
Yeah, I already told you. I already got it. I already have it planned. Like,
and we're gonna need you to stick around it for a minute anyway, and I'll talk to my supervisor. So you can stay back here and be comfortable. It's up to you, or if you want to go up front and sit, either way.
I need some air.
Okay, you come up front. I'll walk you out because you can get out without. But you can get there, and then I'll be back out. I'm not sure how long it'll be, but I'll be out as soon as I can.
The what? Oh yeah. No, because I brought all the kids a coat and a jacket because I know it gets cold and stuff. They're not gonna throw their stuff away and
No,
stuff.
they won't throw their stuff away. They'll need a coat.
I didn't know if I should bring blankets or what.
They have blankets back there for them, so they're good. Alright, they have that too.
Y'all wanted it. Now y'all got a front row seat to my shit. And I don't care about no judgment, no comments, no, oh, Lex, I would have did this, I would have did that. No, the fuck y'all bitches wouldn't, because y'all would have helped me when I asked it. So, it is what it is. I died a long time ago. Oh, I just saw your thing, Nique. I don't know why y'all texting and calling me. I don't know. Y'all obviously don't want to fucking talk. I've been fucking talking. I'm tired of talking. Tired of trying. Tired as fuck. Ain't no motherfucking way. I do every fucking thing for, no, I'm cool. For a minute, I did have every fucking thing together, but my baby dad was so how can I put it? I'm quick to tell everybody. I ain't never tried to lie, no nothing. I got my up moments and I got my down moments, and I'm always have my down moments before I have my up moments. But when I do have my up moments, it's over. It's always a nice fucking amount of fucking money. Y'all know, like when I do get my up moments, a bitch is fucking up. But it's only so many times I can be up because I don't literally have no type of fucking help with my kids. Like literally just last night, my twin sister, no, the night before last night, I told her that, hey, I got this little job or whatever. I'm about to go to this job and shit or whatever. But she's like, oh, well, I need a break. I'm tired. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I got business to handle. I'm gonna go to this job. But what I am gonna do, I'm gonna just go ahead and take the kids and then, take them home, put them to sleep so I can just try to go make this money or whatever. So she gets mad and calls me a bitch. Like I really want to suck the fuck out of her. So I just went ahead and left because I would have sucked the dog fuck out of her, but I ain't trying to have the bitch seized. But it's like, you're not about to get mad because you said you wanted to watch the kids when I didn't fucking ask you. You think you're about to call me a bitch? Like I'm not about to dog walk the fuck out of you. So I blocked all my sisters. I blocked all my family because I don't like none of them bitches. I don't give a fuck about none of them bitches. I'm cool. I cut my ties with family. I cut my ties, obviously, unfortunately, with my kids. I don't have a boyfriend, but the nigga I was fucking, that nigga, I cut my ties with him. I'm cool. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to be around nobody. I'm cool. Like except for me talking on here, I'm done. And it's cool. It's cool. I don't have nobody to help me, but I'm gonna help myself. And I know for a fact, I don't know if y'all heard me. I know for a fact they're about to turn it into a whole bunch of bullshit and make it hard for me to get my kids back. But oh fucking well. I don't even fucking care because you know what? If the dads didn't fucking care, why the fuck do I gotta care? And it's sad because I do fucking care. I obviously fucking care. I love the fuck out of them, and I'm gonna come back for my babies, and I'm gonna get them the fuck back. But I'm doing what I have to do what's best for me. And you know what? And I know for a fact it's a whole bunch of you weird ass bitches on this motherfucking live. happy as fuck to see me crying right now. Happy as fuck to see me going through this. And you know what? If I was you, I would be happy too, because even still, you bitches couldn't fuck with me. And that's why you're happy now, because you think I'm really going through it. Yes, I'm going through it because I love my kids. Other than that, you bitches not about to touch me. And it's literally y'all happy to see me crying and whatever, because y'all couldn't fuck with me and get me bothered no other fucking way. So y'all about to see me bothered now. Obviously it's my kids. That's probably literally, I be telling everybody, that's the only fucking thing I give a fuck about is my kids. Once I ain't got no kids, it's over. It's over. But now it's not like right now. It's not about to be over, because I'm about to do everything I can to get back on my. Okay, let me not make it seem like I'm all the way off my feet, because I'm not. I just have a lot of shit going on right now. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fix this shit. Get my kids back. I don't give a fuck if it takes a couple months, a couple years. I already talked to my motherfucking kids. I even filmed the conversation too, because I already knew what the fuck these bitches was about to do. But at the same time, this is all I can do as a fucking single mom, because even yeah, and my heart breaks for me too, and it does. But you know what? I'm gonna be okay. I done went through the worst shit alone. I'm gonna go through this alone. And you know what? I've already talked to my kids. They understand. And I know they understand. And I've already told them it's okay to feel how you feel inside.
Hey, Heaven Sent, good to see you. Hey,
Just know
famous
when y'all go to sleep,
producer.
when y'all wake up, I'm thinking about y'all too.
I don't think they understand.
But it's fine though. It's so fine.
There's nothing fine about it.
Because motherfuckers gonna wish they loved my kids the way I'm about to switch this shit around.
Mm-hmm. Temporary situations, but making long-term permanent choices that are absolutely detrimental to her family, her children, period. She's making permanent choices based on temporary situations.
When I did this, I did it being prepared to lose relationships with my family. I already didn't give a fuck about my family to begin with, for real, let's be honest. It's a couple of them that I still rock with, and I actually do fuck with. The other ones I can care fucking less about. But I made this decision, because of course, I'm not gonna lie, yes, my family, keep them, we'll figure it out. I don't have time to figure shit out. I have shit going on now. I need solutions right now. I need to be able to get the fuck up and go make this money now. Like, I don't have a lot of fucking time, and nobody gets that. I'm not scared to fucking die. I don't care about dying. I care about leaving my kids with nothing, knowing damn well I'm the only motherfucking person on this earth who loves them. And I literally mean it, because it shows. It fucking shows. The cops, even before they took my kids to children's services, the cops tried to call Kendrell, and he said, I got 2 other kids on the way, so I can't take them. Obviously, all the niggas dead, but like literally, and I cannot fucking wait, because when not too much information though. I'm not gonna say too much, but I made this decision right here, knowing I was about to lose bonds with my mom forever, knowing I'm about to lose my sisters forever. I already prepared, because to be honest, motherfuckers wasn't doing shit for me anyway, but fucking trying to judge every fucking move I fucking made. Downplaying me, doing weird ass shit for people who don't give a fuck about them, like just weird as fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck about my family. I made this move knowing I was about to lose my family. I didn't give a fuck, because I barely had the bitches in the first place. Literally, their friends is always more important. Like, I'm not worried about nobody like that. I could care less. So yes, the only thing I ever gave a fuck was losing my fucking kids. And I don't know if a lot of y'all already know, they had already taken my kids for a year and a half, because my son's dad died, and when he died, they lied on me and said I did it. Children's Services took my kids away, literally, for the false allegations.
Now, those allegations, I will refer you to go check out Nique at Night's video from last night, where the mom came on. Now, I don't know how much longer Nique's going to keep that video up. I believe I seen in the comment section. Matter of fact, let me bring up that video, actually. Hold on. Jesus. I mean, if you did this just to go viral, shame on you. For real, shame on you. Yeah, so Nique left a comment here under this video, right? The video is titled, Paternal Grandma Speaks Out Against the Woman Who Gave Kids to CPS. Nique at Night did an interview with Amora Lex, right? And it was done like the night before that, day before last. I heard excuse after excuse after excuse, right? But Nique 12 hours ago put a comment up that says, after 24 to 48 hours, I will be taking this video down. I understand she's grieving and do not feel she presented her case in the best light. She's talking about the mother, Faith Cobbs. I would have taken it right down. She is lying and slandering me, saying I set her up. and making it seem like I ambushed her, which I did not. I didn't see an ambush either. Before I even started this live, it was delayed for 30 minutes because I was allowing her to test out the share your screen feature so that she can share all the supporting documents to go along with her claims. Also, before the interview, I told her my rules about doxing people and my desire for her not to say the other children's names or private info. In this interview, she disregarded everything I told her, spoke with her several times, and told her I wanted her to feel comfortable. I wanted her to be able to tell her story, but I made it clear it had to be from the beginning. Then stop the story at the end. If you jump around a story, people will not be able to follow. And that was a very big problem with this interview. Um, is she would go into talking about something, and you're like, well, I don't really understand the beginning. Yeah, it was very hard to follow what the mother was saying because she was really all over the place. And again, that was what happens when you try to come on someone's platform. You try to lead the conversation when really you're the guest of the platform. You allow the host to lead the conversation. They do this every single day. They know how their audience reacts or wants information, et cetera, et cetera. So, I felt that was going to be a problem off the cuff. So anyway, she goes on to say that I was not able to fully conduct it from starting at the start of the story and ending at the end because it just went left. But again, I will be taking this down, but only after y'all see I did not lead with malice or ill intentions. Before she interviewed with me, she told me another woman wanted her to do a surprise ambush on Alexis, that another lady told her she would interview Alexis and surprise her by bringing her up. I told her that she can speak to whoever she wanted, but be mindful of turning things messy because she was willing to ambush Alexis with another interviewer is the only reason I asked if she wanted me to bring her up. When she stated she didn't want me to bring her up, I respected her wishes and didn't. But I wanted to make that part very clear because she is lying and I have all the phone calls recorded to prove myself further if I need to. I do not wish to make this a bigger deal than it needs to, so I will take this down, but I want to give y'all a day to see it for yourself that I did not have any ill intentions for this woman, and I did not pick up on any malice or ill intentions for this woman at all. What I picked up is she's all over the place. The story's not flowing. It's not making sense. Unfortunately, her son died from a drug overdose. Her son had had a drug overdose previously. He had had a couple of times where he overdosed. And so her allegation against Alexis is that she poisoned her son, Alex. Police have investigated. Police decided not to bring charges against Alexa. But mom is still going. And, this is, I'm going to tell you something else. She kind of comes across as the type of mom where her son could do no wrong either. He may have done drugs, but in her mind, he did not. I think she will always have a very difficult time trying to prove a case of that nature, that he was poisoned, right? Police did not have that same finding after a lengthy investigation. And again, the story wasn't making sense when mom was telling it. Okay. It just wasn't. I'll drop the link. You guys go and watch this video for yourself. This is all because of hey, Shannon, this is all because of what happened from the original Amora Lex. I'm sorry, not Alexis. Amora Lex's story. This all stemmed out from that. And it just got really crazy. She had other family members up here on the live as well. the woman here, Cobb 83, she really didn't say too much. She said a few things, but Jonathan was more so the one that he was always clarifying something. Always clarifying something, right?
As I said, I'm not just alleging she killed my son. I was told she killed my son by the kids and by the people that documented those things. I have that. They reached out to me while my son was in ICU. They were with them for visitation on a weekend. So don't, the fact that they don't have a village, they have a village. She's killed the bigger part of the village who has been watching and taking care of her kids.
You have to say alleged,
going
but
to CPS. Yeah.
Well,
They have a village and they call me grandma. I love those kids, period. Because we love children, but they're like family to me too. But anyway, the Millers had reached out to me on Facebook to tell me that the kids have to tell me something. They got a hold of my sister, whose name is Angie. She's my father's from later down the road. She's about 14 years younger than I am. Had gotten a hold of her. She came to the hospital and she told me what they were saying. That's what occurred there. And I have the screenshot. I just didn't get the message because I was with my son. I stayed with him all night long. And I made sure that all of his fluids were there. All his that the nurses start letting his fluids run out. He was dying. And then
Lex is in the chat.
They did everything they could.
She sent me the coroner's office report of what he died from. Okay,
they documented it that way because they believed her.
See that's I have a bit of a problem with mom here because it's like mom is in denial, okay? Period. Mom is in denial. And I would tell her this to her face. And her family does her no justice by pumping her up, getting her to go on all these different blogs to talk because mom is clearly in denial here. Okay? She's clearly in denial. And you can pick this up during the very short amount of time that she's sitting there talking to Nique, all right?
That I tried to get them to reinvestigate as well. I called the coroner who cut my son's head open to see bruises and all. I called the coroner. He should have corrected that. And that's another reason why the murder case has to be done. That's why it has to be properly investigated because they need to fix it. Also, again, the toxicology report shows that he had enough fentanyl for an entire army. Reese that was with him, had that happened to him, he would have been dead or a vegetable. After Alex had died, he came to my place and he said, I've been absent because I went to jail. And he said, I was in the house sleep. I didn't know Alex was in. Then changed his story. The detective called me telling me that the mother said that they found them both in the car. And that's what that that's what the criminal case is about. They named Reese and they named my son as victims. They couldn't find the girl victim. They couldn't find the girl responsible for involuntary manslaughter for my son because of all the documentation and things that I sent. The attorney that I hired to go in and talk to them, he didn't speak, but I was able to submit an affidavit.
And listen, this is not, saying anything negative about mom, okay, Mrs. Cobb, at all. I think she absolutely loves her son. We see a woman that absolutely loves her son. But mom, you are in denial a little bit here. And I feel really bad for you. And I wish you nothing but the best. I would take a deep breath. And next time, if you bring a story, you need to come ready, prepared with all of your documents. They need to be right there at the ready, right? When you're going to show this, like you can't expect the audience, and this is coming from a content creator who does this type of stuff all the time. You cannot expect an audience to sit there for 15 minutes while you try to find a certain video or whatever the case. You need to prepare all that stuff ahead of time. Okay. Don't rely on, I sent you the link to this video or I sent you this. No, you need to have all of that information, filed up and ready to go. Unfortunate situation. Again, I feel horrible for mom. And if I was dealing with someone like, Amora Lex as one of my baby's moms to one of my grandkids, I'd feel a type of way too. But we also know that a lot of pills have been spiked with fentanyl, and it's been killing people left and right in this country. People thinking they're popping Percocets. They're dying from fentanyl overdoses. People finding it in marijuana. People are, they're actually filling, from my understanding, like when they're making these pills, there's a whole market of, what do they call it? Black market for drugs, for pills. And you got people actually making pills, not pharmacies or pharmaceutical companies, but they're filling this stuff with fentanyl, and they don't care if it kills you. All right. All they care about is how much money they're making. So one pill could absolutely have enough fentanyl in it to kill an entire army of people. Okay. Fentanyl, I don't even know why they even ever created fentanyl, to be honest with you. I think they give it in hospital settings, like after surgery, sort of a thing. But my God, when that stuff hit the streets, and a lot of that has to do with the United States so-called war on drugs too, it just, for every action is a reaction. And I think a lot of the tightening up of people getting medications from doctors, like narcotic opioid medications, it absolutely caused a spike in deaths of people who were pretty much poisoned with fentanyl, which was not what they expected to be in their drugs or their pills or whatever, right? But our government, there's so many different people that can absolutely say they have some blood on their hands when it comes to that, but even the pharmaceutical companies that was making all the OxyContin and trying to get everybody hooked on pills and all that type of stuff, before the government decided, to make those very stiff changes, they have blood on their hands. So yeah, just unfortunate, man.
And they took that affidavit. I'm not finished. I'm going to make sure that my son, he gets justice and that my grandson is saved. I am not trying. I'm military. I think you see that right there. I'm not trying to do a war. But I know that the moment I go to do that, I got to have guns. I've seen her with Army guns. I showed that to you. I sent that to you. Can
I please clarify the autopsy?
When I forwarded the letter to Prosecutor Holbrook, those were the attachments. She was in Miami another time when the kids were taken away. She was in Miami and she had an AR-2 and some other. She said, the guy said, "You look like an assassin." She goes, "I am by nature." So this is the kind of person we're dealing with. Mr. E, the father of the two twins, the uncle was riding in a car with them as they were doing drugs, according to the brother of the uncle. He had fentanyl and whatever drugs he had. And I think it was probably meant for the other father, but he died. They didn't request any kind of investigation because all three of them were doing drugs. Your drug addict is her. And that's evident in what happened with the kids. She wasn't on any medical marijuana. She doesn't take marijuana. In fact, I think the latest video she made, she was smoking a whole blunt. She does weed. And that's, and the other stuff, the Percocets that she flipped with Mr. E that she talked about on May 5th before giving away the kids, no doubt taking them. She had mushrooms in her car and cocaine in her car while she was on her way to Miami driving during this time after my son was murdered, and she was still on probation. And she's telling her audience, "I'm still on probation. I don't want to get caught. They just tapped me on the hand and they let me go because the police stopped her." And she said that they did it again. She was just going to throw it out the window. I have that video.
Okay.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Nothing that Ms. Cobb just said proves murder. To her, it's heavy evidence for the murder of her son, but she's also that her son's mother. So she's going to naturally feel, different about it. From a legal perspective, that doesn't mean murder. Okay. It just does not. Hey. Amora's oldest 2 boys were from rape from an older guy at 15. Shannon, I've been doing some research on her, and I am very careful. I'm not celebrating her. I can't give her props for running to CPS and giving up all 5 of her children. I cannot do it. I just can't. And I guess a lot of it has to do with my personal experiences raising 3 children on my own through a lot of hard times, a lot of hard shit. The thought of giving my kids never came to me. And 2, the other thing that really is bothering me is the videos that she did, okay, that night, but also a video that is now floating around of her and Alex, the guy that she has been accused of murdering, Mrs. Cobb's son. It's just here. I'll play it here. It's awful.
You can have this fucking baby. I don't want it.
You don't care about it?
Nope, I don't. You can have it. You can have the fucking baby.
Do you want to kill it?
I sure the fuck do. You can have this baby. You can take it to the court. I don't give a fuck. There you
How
go.
many months pregnant are you?
You got your 5 months. You got the video. Now leave me the fuck alone.
Wow.
She had 2 more after this.
Okay, here you go. Okay, here you go. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Say it again.
You can have this fucking baby. I don't want it.
You don't care about it?
Nope, I don't. You can have it. You can have the fucking baby.
Do you want to kill it?
I sure the fuck do. You can have this baby. You can take it to the court. I don't give a fuck. There you
How
go.
many months pregnant are you?
You got your 5 months. You got the video. Now leave me the fuck alone.
Wow. Okay, here you go.
And it's not even cool that he even put that on there. And that's the young man, that's Mrs. Cobb's son who passed away. Why is this video even online? Fuck. But I do feel like Miss Cobb's in denial, but I also feel like Amora is a clout chaser. I'm going to give credit. No, your opinion's absolutely welcome, Shannon. I'm going to give credit to those mothers who fight through the hard times and the overwhelming times and make it to see another day, not giving up their children. I just can't do that. And I don't like all of this campaigning I'm seeing now with Amora. Oh, I'm doing a radio show over here. Oh, I'm dropping music now. Now I'm doing promotionals, blah, blah, blah. Why couldn't you do any of this with your children? Oh, I'm going to be modeling now, bikini pics, music videos, whatever. This is a video that she did, I think it was yesterday or whatever. And my thing is, your body was the same that it was before you walked those children into that CPS office, right? Why couldn't you do that with your kids? And I just sort of get the feeling as if she, like the children are in her way type thing. And I did see Nique at Night's interview, but I haven't seen that unpacking the baggage. I will check it out. Because I'm still gonna continue to, to research this after this video today. But that video last night with Nique and the mom would have been a perfect opportunity for mom to be able to, to get that story out there. But mom wanted to go trying to lead the conversation. And like I said before, you know, it's like if you were doing it right and you know, all of this whole time, you wouldn't be on Nique's platform interviewing. So let Nique lead the conversation, you know? And so I just thought that was really rude of her, the way that the interaction between her and Nique just kind of came off very, I don't know, kind of harsh. Like she didn't want to hear anything, even though Nique asked her, don't say the names. Don't, you know, there are rules to this. I'll give you my platform, but there are rules. And she absolutely ignored those rules. And now she's, you know, Nique says that she's being dishonest about her now. That's what makes allowing just anybody, and I'm not, you know, I'm just talking in general, just anybody who has a story to tell. That's what makes it dangerous dealing with people out here who always want to tell their stories. Because when, you know, if they come up and a video doesn't go the way that they want it to go, or maybe they don't get the type of responses that they're looking for, like from the live chat or whatever, then they turn it against the host. You know, all of a sudden it's the person who offered up their platform for them to tell their story. It's all their fault now. No, it don't work like that.
So Jonathan wants to clarify some things. Also, Lex is in the chat. I don't know how you, I don't want it to get messy, but if she wants to like talk to you, would you be opposed to that?
There's nothing.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, don't let her on here.
Wait a minute, John. Never been a genuine person. Anytime Alexis, who always talks about plotting and all that, she don't take people seriously. This person, anytime they're nice, they have an agenda. And again, when she first had the baby, her electricity was off. My son wouldn't leave her. She said he left for 4 days and came back. He would not leave that place. And I paid for her electricity to be on. I paid for her electricity.
What does this have to do? You see what I'm saying? Like, this has nothing to do with Nique's question, right? Has nothing to do with Nique's question, period. I feel you, Shannon. And so it's those sort of things right there that rub the audience the wrong way. And I see Nique turned the live chat off, but I was watching this as it was live, and the chat was absolutely going in on Mom. And they didn't like that. Then they started trying to control the chat. Can you, you know, take such and such out? Can you block that person? Listen, you cannot come up on somebody's platform and start controlling it, okay, as a guest, all right? You need to learn to ignore the chat. Don't even look at the chat. Because I'll tell you what, I'm not going to bend too much to no guest on my platform when it comes to the chats. You're going to have to be seasoned enough to deal with whatever's going on now. I will deal with blatant disrespect. But, you know, when it comes to like troll channels and all that, listen, I'm not going to chase that type of shit down. I know that there'll be trolls that be, you know, that'll come from, they'll follow content creators from one platform to the next. I know this, right? But what I'm not going to do is change up my whole skilo to appease one person. My platform isn't about one person, right? So, you know, that shit just kind of rubs the wrong way when you're a guest to do an interview, and then you're coming on all of a sudden, you're asking for people to be blocked in the chat, and that sort of thing also rubs the audience the wrong way. And I'm telling you, I seen the chat while it was live, and it was not pretty. Even though Mom really hasn't done anything wrong, right? I mean, she lost her son. And she's sitting here watching her grandson, you know, all of this stuff that's happened in the last week, right? The whole, you know, CPS and her making those videos and all of that. But people weren't feeling mom. People weren't feeling how mom was responding. It was like she wasn't listening to nothing Nique was saying. It's like, hey, do you hear her? Like, hey, hello, do you hear me? Like, it was difficult. It was kind of painful, honestly, to watch.
I got it. I have the receipt.
I just want to speak real quick. So,
and seeing the denial, it was real painful watching the denial. But you know that she loves her son. It's obvious, right?
About Alexis, real quick.
To you to bring up everything she said. She lies so much, and here's the deal.
And it's like she's not even letting her son say anything. Son's trying to save mom because son sees mom going off the rails here. Listen, paying her electric bill and all this stuff doesn't have anything to do with anything, and she still hasn't answered Nique's question yet. So, those are all critiques that I would say be mindful of those sorts of things when you go and you do interviews and you have a serious story that you're trying to tell. It's not going to be effective when you handle it in this way.
When she's talking to you, she'll be looking over to the side. She knows she's lying, and you can tell she's lying. And this is the reason why when I spoke to you earlier today, I said anything that I have to say, I can document it, and I wanted to prepare those documents. It's important because she is a liar.
All right, Mom, I want to clear this up real quick. So first of all, with Alexis, not a good idea. Before she did that viral video about CPS, literally a day before, she wrote my mom on Facebook on a burner account, literally taunting her about my brother. My mom has those messages. So this is a person that cannot be reasoned with. And keep in mind, my brother talked to me about everything. Alexis told my brother that she was diagnosed with bipolar, borderline personality disorder. The girl is crazy. Now, the issue with the autopsy, let's get back to that real quick. Y'all gotta stay with me here. Keep in mind, he was on probation. He couldn't even smoke weed. He did like to smoke some weed, but he couldn't even smoke weed because if he did, he would have gone to prison. His alternative was alcohol. They put it in his alcohol. He did not overdose. So I gotta let y'all understand this. My brother was very clear-minded, and he was.
Brother, you sound like you're in some denial there too. It sounds like he had alcohol and fentanyl in his system. What do you mean they put it in his alcohol? I get it why they feel so strongly. I do. I get it. I'm personally quite disgusted with Amora Lex. And I'll be damned if I ever give this lady a break, especially if a year from now, 2 years from now, if I see her dropping videos on World Star, okay, like she turns into another version of Bad Baby, the girl that went on Dr. Phil. What was it? Catch Me Outside. Listen, I can't take it. No, I won't be able to do it. No. And I'll be damned if you become a millionaire and you still ain't taking care of your damn kids. I hope she does go back for her kids. But I think that Alexis, Amora Lex, as her other name, Lamborghini Lex, or TikTok, whatever. I think that you're making long-term choices for temporary situations. Having, being financially hurting, so to speak, that is always a temporary situation. Your situation may change 24 hours from now. And also, too, I think that you need to learn to prioritize things. When you have 5 children, I don't understand how you think you can take care of all 5 kids and go to 2 schools and have 2 jobs. I don't know anybody that could really do that and not be overwhelmed. Sometimes you have to make a choice, a conscious decision. And if you know money is what you got to make, then you get a job, you take care of your kids, You try to do what you can, to get skilled up. But the luxury of going and getting, master's degrees and all this sort of a thing, and going to 2 colleges and all of this, especially if you're the only one taking care of your kids, you may not have that luxury. And that's just being honest. But I don't think the answer is walking in and giving up your kids. Ever. And I think too, I'll say this, and I don't know what the relationship is like with your family. Because you talked about how they're this and that and you don't have a good relationship with them. I really hope that you would be able to be mature and those children be with family over being with strangers in foster care. A lot of stuff happens to kids in foster care. You have to be big enough and mature enough to overlook any issues that you may personally have with a family member, especially if they're willing to help out with one of your children, Always try to keep the kids within the family, man, not with strangers. And that's really all I got to say about this right now. I'm about to go and check out this other interview or this live, this Unpacking the Baggage. I want to definitely hear that and, everything that she said in that interview. Because again, I'm going to be comparing it with all kinds of videos that she's done in the past too. So I'm interested to hear some more. And I don't think this will be the only time I'll be talking about this, but y'all, a mess. An absolute mess. And I really hate to see how a guest will try to turn or flip something on a content creator because the interview did not go the way that they expected it to go. All right. Also, Nique interviewed Amora Lex. Go check that out. She actually talked about this. She said, yeah, I've got an interview tonight. This channel has over 300,000 views. And she was talking about basically like her videos are getting 40 and 50,000 views, blah, blah, blah. That is all temporary, Amora Lex. People love to watch a train wreck. They do. They love to watch a train wreck. And I would consider coming on, titling a video, saying that you don't want your kids anymore is absolutely a train wreck. People are going to tune into that. It's sad, but it is the truth. So anyway, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you for coming through. I'm going to get up off of here. Shout out to all the different platforms that I stream on. This story's crazy, insane, and so much more left to unpack, guys. Until next time. Shout out to the LeakYou community. Please join us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music.
Please hit the like. Thank you.
The judgment sentence that you are an asshole. The trial is over. Thank you, everybody.
Let's play a game. You have 10 seconds to take all your stuff and get out of my life. 10, 9, 8.
God bless you, motherfucker.
You're really smart. Like really, really, really smart like I am.